Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for June 2nd, 2021. Disney is changing their mask protocol to allow select cast members to remove their masks outdoors in roles that allow them to remain 6 feet away from others. Some roles that the new policy now applies to are horticulture, pest management, lifeguards on a stand, parking attendants, and parade float drivers. The cast members who are eligible for the new policy will be required to put on a mask anytime they go indoors or are unable to maintain the 6 feet of distance. Walt Disney World cast member blackout dates have been lifted for some dates and for some parks in the month of June. This is the first time in months that cast members will be able to use their main entrance and self-admission passes. Disney's Hollywood Studios is blocked out for both pass types for the foreseeable future, so you're still not going to get to see Rise of the Resistance. I'm sorry. This likely indicates that that park is at capacity once again in June. But nonetheless, the other parks you can get into. It's good. I'm glad cast members can actually, go to a park. That'd be nice. In another reduction of physical distancing measures around Disney World, the signs marking tables as unavailable have been removed from outdoor dining areas at the Magic Kingdom. The signs were there to encourage the previous guideline advising guests to remain 6 feet apart, especially while dining maskless. With the guidelines changing, all tables are now available in outdoor seating areas. Tables indoors at the same locations do still have the markings. So at Cosmic Rays, if you're dining inside, there are still tables unavailable. If you're dining outside, they're all available now. Same at Pinocchio Village House, just as an example. The Disney Parks blog has revealed more details about the new Disney After Hours Boo Bash coming to the Magic Kingdom on 23 select nights later this year, starting August 10th and continuing through Halloween. 3 new character cavalcades are coming, including Mickey's Happy Halloween Cavalcade with Mickey and friends in their Halloween costumes, Disney Villains Halloween Cavalcade, and Jack's Nightmare Cavalcade, featuring characters from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Maleficent in her dragon form will also be on the streets of the Magic Kingdom, presumably the same fire-breathing float from the Festival of Fantasy parade. Miss Carlotta will return to the Haunted Mansion lawn, and the Cadaver Dans will be back. Disney Photo Pass will be available for magical and spooky shots during the event, and more than 20 attractions will be open for the after-hours event, including Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, Big Thunder Mountain, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Peter Pan's Flight, Space Mountain, and more. Specialty food and drinks will be available for purchase, including the Foolish Mortal Funnel Cake and the Apple Ginger Dale frozen drink, which is frozen apple cider mixed with ginger ale and topped with whipped cream. Select snacks and beverages like ice cream, treats, and popcorn will be complimentary, but trick-or-treating is also included for every guest. Adults may dress up, but costume masks are prohibited for guests ages 14 and older. Tickets go on sale June 8th for select Walt Disney World Resort Hotel guests and June 15th for open booking for everyone. Prices will range from $129 all the way up to $199. That's Halloween night, by the way. Admission begins as early as 7 p.m. with your event ticket, and Main Street USA will receive special fall decorations to coincide with the 50th anniversary celebrations. Walt Disney Imagineering, in partnership with Disney World Resort Holiday Services team, will blend a fall look with the enchanting story of Cinderella by creating special pumpkin coach decorations that'll add to the park's sparkling iridescence during this magical time. If you want all the event dates and all that extra information, you can go to our website. The latest changes to remove culturally insensitive elements for the Jungle Cruise comes to the native celebration scene. Just the other day, the animated figures of dancers were removed, and in fact, this morning, their hut was completely removed as well. The nearby drummers are still there, but who knows what tomorrow will bring, right? Also, 2 of the 6 Headhunter animated figures have been removed. The ongoing refurbishment is expected to be complete this summer. As for what else is going to be removed, still at this point, we have no idea because Disney was not honest with us up front. They showed us like 2 new things and then just said, we're going to change some stuff. And then more and more we've seen things vanishing from the ride. So what the end result is going to be, I don't know, but I think probably be prepared to see a Jungle Cruise that is almost completely different from the Jungle Cruise you saw previously. Some of the taller trees throughout Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom have been replaced in the past few days. The new trees, being smaller, offer less shade. Some of the old trees reached above the People Mover track, in fact, while the new ones are shorter than it. The trees are in planters surrounding the central hub of Tomorrowland, where guests board the TTA People Mover. The new trees have white flowers in them. They're very pretty. Seems to be another of the many projects underway to clean up the Magic Kingdom ahead of the 50th anniversary celebration, but as well, this continuing very slow rollout of a Tomorrowland makeover. The buffalo chicken spring rolls have returned to the food cart outside Adventureland of the Magic Kingdom. The buffalo chicken spring rolls have replaced the pepperoni pizza ones. So I know some people are very upset about that. You can get an order of 2 rolls. You can also get a combination of 1 buffalo and 1 cheeseburger. Of course, cheeseburger always available. Both options are $9.50. You can read the full review on our website. We may not have Cars Land here in Florida, which makes me very sad, but at least we can pretend with the new Cars Land Disney Parks Wishables. We found both the blind bags and as well the separate Lightning McQueen. And for those of you watching from France, Flash McQueen. Wishables in the Emporium at the Magic Kingdom. There are 4 characters available in the blind bags. There's Tow Mater, Sally, Big Red, and the Radiator Springs Racers ride vehicle, and there's variants in 3 different colors. Wishables are now $12.99 each. The price has been raised. Theater of the Stars, the home of Beauty and the Beast live on stage at Disney's Hollywood Studios, is currently under refurbishment. The show has been closed since the parks reopened last summer, and of course the Disney Society Orchestra performed in the theater until, they were let go for no reason. After a permit was filed for the theater in February, it's now filled with scaffolding. It seems they're using this as an opportunity to repair the roof of the theater, this partially open-air theater, and get some other work done while there's no shows performing. And as for a return, nothing has been said for Beauty and the Beast live on stage, but of course, entertainment has been returning. We saw for the first time in forever a Frozen sing-along celebration, which the return of that's actually the reason they budget cut away the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra performers who made up that other show. And as well, we just recently saw a celebration of the Festival of the Lion King open at Animal Kingdom. A recent trip to Toydarian Toy Makers revealed a new assortment of exclusive goods for Star Wars fans to add to their hauls while shopping in Galaxy's Edge. If you take the time to dig through Zabaka the Toydarian's collection, you may discover some of the handcrafted and artisanal items, including an ominous-looking Darth Vader marionette and some posable ragdoll figures. You can also snag smaller metal and resin replicas of some of the toys around the shop, which these are cool. I had to buy these. Even more merchandise made its way to Black Spire Outfitters. I guess they're finally starting to give up on the cosplay stuff. There's, in fact, a whole section of the store that now is Mandalorian merchandise, including stuff we showed you previously. There was a Boba Fett mask and jetpack. Now there is this Boba Fett, gauntlet. That's what you call it. It looks like a toy from the 90s. In the 90s, we had a lot of this Nerf stuff where rubber or foam discs shoot out of a thing. So we have that now. There's also a resin mythosaur skull. That's the icon that's on the armor. And a couple of new t-shirts. You can check all this out and their pricing on our website. Tusker House Restaurant is set to reopen on June 20th at Disney's Animal Kingdom with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bookings will open this Friday, June 4th. Rather than a buffet, Tusker House will serve family-style meals inspired by the flavors of Africa. And guests will be joined by Donald Duck and friends dressed in safari outfits and ready for adventure. Tusker House is not the first character dining venue to return, as Chef Mickey's and Topolino's Terrace have been back for a bit. A peek at their menu shows that breakfast will run $42 for adults and $27 for kids. The family-style breakfast includes a basket with assorted pastries, including safari bread, multigrain croissants and cornbread, fresh fruit with honey yogurt sauce, and a breakfast platter with potatoes, scrambled eggs, Mickey and Simba-shaped waffles. Mind you, they're not actually Simba-shaped. There's a Simba icon in the middle of a normal-shaped waffle. Mind you, that's some false advertising, by the way. Bacon, sausage, and Durban chicken egg curry with jasmine rice. Lunch and dinner are both priced at $55 for adults and $42 for children, have the same menus. Starters include house-made breads with hummus and coriander and mango chutney, and African-inspired salads with kachumbari and Arcadian green salads with citrus vinaigrette dressing. Entrees available are Moroccan spiced beef, spit-roasted herb chicken, Cape Malay green curry shrimp, and marinated pork. These can be paired with a variety of sides, including green beans with carrots and corn, jasmine rice, roasted potatoes, and house-made macaroni and cheese. And if your sweet tooth wants to venture on the wild side, Tusker House offers animal-inspired mini desserts adorned with fun animal prints. If you want to read the menu in more depth, again, as always, it's at WDWNT.com. Personally, I'm excited. I think every restaurant we've been to that used to be a buffet that is now family style has been far greater in quality. Beer Garden, Cape May, Chef Mickey's, all of these are so much better than they were before. And I know Like, there's a trade-off to that, right? There is way less variety, but I would like to have less variety if there's a promise that almost everything that comes to the table is going to be at least edible, which I know that sounds funny, but if you've been to Chef Mickey's before, you probably understand what I mean. So I'm on board with this. I think it could be better. And honestly, the last couple times we ate at Tusk House, we didn't like it. We did the Rivers of Light package, and it was very bad. So I'm excited to check this out. Some good news for those hoping to see some fantastic live entertainment on their next trip to the parks. Walt Disney World recently updated their website to show 2 new time slots for the popular celebration of the Festival of the Lion King at Animal Kingdom. Guests can now view the performances at 10:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. As things change every day, you'll want to check the Walt Disney World website and your My Disney Experience app to get up-to-the-minute information, but it seems pretty permanent. Do the twist with this new Dole Whip treat available at Trilobites in Dinoland USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The Trilobites twist is a swirl of orange Dole Whip and vanilla soft serve ice cream available for $4.99. Check out the review on our site. June is Pride Month, and to celebrate the occasion, limited time treats are available across Walt Disney World. At Sunshine Seasons in Epcot, we tried the Mickey's Rainbow Dome Cake for $5.95. Tres leches mousse and toasted coconut dome with a mirror glaze, topped with white chocolate Mickey ears. Over at the Kringla Bakery Og Cafe in Norway, we tried the rainbow cake for $4.29, which is a colorful almond frangipane cake layered with chocolate ganache. At Disney Springs, Emirates Patisserie had the Paradise Pride pastry for $7. Salted caramel spiced mousse, coconut mousse with passion fruit center, and whipped passion fruit ganache. At Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew, they have the Pride Donut for $6.50. Traditional sprinkled donut with buttercream frosting and a fruit-flavored rainbow gummy topper. And last but not least, at Gideon's Bakehouse, a Pride Month special rainbow cake is available for $10 per slice. It's a 3-layer vanilla confetti cake covered with marshmallow buttercream with crunchy rainbow crumbs. Gideon's also has a Pride pin for sale. It's a limited edition of 1,000 as a gargoyle with rainbow wings. It's $20. And you can check out a full review of all these limited time offerings at WDWNT.com. We also have a review of the June cookie, which is unrelated to Pride. There's a special new June cookie at Gideon's that's in that review as well. With the release of Disney's newest film, Cruella, just this past Friday, we stopped by one of our favorite sweet shops at Disney Springs, Emirates Patisserie, to try the new cake that was available in honor of the movie. It's the Cruella Petite. It's $22, and it's composed of layers of vanilla chiffon cake, graham cake, milk chocolate mousse, and chocolate chip cookie dough covered in fondant. Guess what you can do if you want to read the review? I'm going to tell you again. A new Orange Bird sipper is available at Disney World. The clear tumbler features the orange bird surrounded by orange blossoms. The reusable straw has a slide-on orange bird decoration. Found this Orange Bird sipper at the World of Disney for $22.99. We previously toured a 2-bedroom villa and a deluxe studio villa at Disney's Beach Club Resort last year, but this week we stayed in a deluxe room at the reopening of the regular Disney's Beach Club Resort, not the DVC wing. These are larger than a standard room and have views of Stormalong Bay, Crescent Lake, the quiet pool, or the parking lot. They can sleep up to 6 adults with 2 queen beds and 1 queen-size sleeper sofa. If you want a full tour of the room, there's a video right here on our YouTube channel. And as always, remember, we have dozens and dozens and dozens of Disney World, Disneyland, and all Disney parks around the world room tours here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you check those out. We check on the construction at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort nearly every day, and on some days, only subtle changes are noticeable, and other days, well, we see something big. Monday was an example of the latter. The colorful centerpiece has been added to the resort's entrance roof. Trim in shades of red, orange, and gold has been added. The roof structure is currently at ground level. Eventually, it will be raised into the center, as you see in the concept art, which you're looking at now, what that'll look like in the end. But the vivid design will be seen as guests approach the Great Ceremonial House, acting as the centerpiece of the new entrance structure. Again, the Polynesian will reopen in full to guests in July. As the phased reopening of Disneyland Resort continues, we're seeing the return of more dining locations. At Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa, the Storytellers Cafe has reopened as a sit-down restaurant instead of a typical buffet, as it has been in the past. The fixed menu meal is $39 for adults, $25 for children. You get a ton of food for that price, including 4 family-style appetizers, dessert, and a huge entree of your choice. You can read the full review at DisneylandNewsToday.com. Switched up a little bit. Check out the Disneyland site. The latest pair of Star Wars Minnie Mouse ears, designed by Ashley Eckstein, is inspired by the sinister Darth Vader. They're now available at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. At Disneyland, we found them at the Star Trader. At Walt Disney World, they were at Epcot's Mouse Gear. We haven't seen them anywhere else yet, but I think someone found them today at Hollywood Studios. They're $34.99. The ears are covered in black pleather, reminiscent of Vader's armor, and it's hard not to think of a TIE fighter when looking at the bow in the center. The ears are embossed with the Imperial logo. Rule the Galaxy is embroidered in red on the back of the ears, and the inside of the headband is lined with red velvet. Ahead of its opening this Friday, Disney has announced information about entering the Marvel Avengers campus at Disney California Adventure. The main entrance to the campus will be past Carthay Circle and across from the Golden Vine Winery. Here, guests will enter the land next to the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, or WEB. When Avengers Campus reaches capacity, there will be a standby queue to the right of this entrance for anyone wishing to enjoy the land. Guests wishing to ride Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, must use the virtual queue available on the Disneyland app, similar to the virtual queue used for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Guests can enroll in a boarding pass to get a boarding group at 7 a.m. and 12 noon. When their boarding group is called, they can go to the left of the main entrance of Avengers Campus along the parade corridor, bypassing the standby queue. After they ride, they'll be able to continue enjoying the land without waiting in the line. Placing a mobile order from outside Avengers Campus will not grant guest entry into the land. You still have to wait in that standby queue, so it's best to wait to order food until you're actually in the queue or in the land. I'm not going to help you otherwise. To add to the celebration of Avengers Campus, Downtown Disney has a new mural installation, which is sure to get us even more pumped for our new adventure. The mural celebrates the only new attraction, Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. The designer of the new mural is Scott Tollison, who has a history of working on Avengers-themed art installations. Spidey snaps a selfie in commemoration of the highly anticipated land. If you're at Downtown Disney, you can get in on the action by taking your own selfie with Spider-Man on the former ESPN Zone building. And with Avengers Campus opening, merchandise is slowly rolling out. In fact, 2 grand opening t-shirts have arrived at the World of Disney store in Downtown Disney District. They're limited to 2 per guest. They retail for $36.99 each. Disney Cruise Line has received clearance from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to hold a simulation sailing from June 29th to July 1st. We first learned about simulation sailings last year when the CDC allowed the no sail order to expire. Via the 2-night simulation, Disney Cruise Line will be able to test its operations with new health and safety protocols. Simulations will be aboard the Disney Dream out of Port Canaveral, with Disney Cruise Line cast members volunteering as passengers. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, while you're here on YouTube, please check out Timekeeping. We just released our longest episode ever, chronicling everything that opened in 1989 at Walt Disney World, from Pleasure Island to Typhoon Lagoon to the Disney MGM studios. It is a 28-minute look at the year that was at Walt Disney World. And of course, you can watch every year prior. There's an episode for every single year in the history of Walt Disney World up until 1989, right here on the channel. It's a great series. We hope you guys will enjoy it. Please check it out if you have not yet. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.